As Gail mentioned, a lot of us know somebody with hearing loss. Would you like to tell me if you about anybody you know with hearing loss? Like, do you have a grandparent or a friend with hearing loss? Yes? Yes?
Oh, my grandma.
Your grandmother has hearing loss? Yes?
My cousin.
Your cousin? Yes. Your grandpa? Your grandmother? Anybody else? Do we know some friends that have hearing loss? Yes. Your aunt, absolutely. So we can see that hearing loss is not as uncommon as we thought. And that's what we're here today to learn about. We're going to learn about what we need to do to save and protect our hearing. And this is going to be an interactive presentation. I'm not going to do all the talking. I'm going to need a lot of help. I'm going to need some volunteers to help me out writing some of the answers down on the board. And we're going to be asking each other questions back and forth. So does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so will I get some volunteers to give me a hand? Hopefully, yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk about sounds we like and why they're important to us. So can I have a volunteer to come up and record some of the answers on the board for us? Okay, come on up. Okay. I don't want you to worry about spelling. This isn't a spelling test, so... And quite often the answers come really quick, so it's hard to get it all down. Okay, so I want everybody to think about sounds that they really like, sounds that are really important to them, and sounds that you'd miss if you couldn't hear them anymore. Yes? Music. Music, absolutely. What other sounds do we hear every day that are important to us that we really like and we'd miss? Oh, it's okay. Yes. Parents' voices? Any voices? Yes, absolutely. Well, that's what she likes. What else? Are there any other sounds out there that you hear every day? Yes. Sorry? The sounds of cars? Okay, sounds of cars. Yes, what other sounds do we like? Birds, absolutely. Birds, absolutely. Birds sing. What other sounds do we hear daily that are really important to us and that we really like to hear? Any other sounds? Any other sounds in nature? We have birds. What other sounds do we hear? Anybody go for a walk in the park? Go by a nice pond or a nice lake? Is there any sounds that you really like?
Rushing water.
Rushing water, absolutely. Yes, what sounds do you like?
When rain hits the roof of a car or a windowsill.
Yes, falling rain, absolutely, really nice sounds. What other sounds are there out there that we really like? What sounds make us happy? And I see you doing it right there. What sounds make us happy?
Laughter.
Laughter, absolutely, that's correct, laughter. Okay, so we have a pretty good list here. We have music, parents' voices, sounds of cars, birds, rushing water, falling rain, laughter. Now, can you guys tell me why these sounds are important to us? How do they make us feel? Number one, yes?
For example, for music, sometimes music could be really interesting and really fun to hear.
Music is fun to hear, absolutely. You're going to write that down on this side, yeah. Music is fun to hear. How else does music make us feel?
Peaceful.
Peaceful, absolutely correct. So music's fun to hear, music's peaceful. How else does music make us feel? Yes? And joyful? Yes, music makes us feel joyful. You can just make a running list, that's great. Yeah, joyful. Yes, how does music make you feel? Excited, absolutely. And what about things like rushing water or falling rain? How does that make you feel? I heard an answer there, yes.
Relaxed.
Relaxed, absolutely. Okay, what about our parents' voices? How does that make us feel? Safe, yes. Okay, safe. And is there any other feelings that we get from either music, our parents' voices, or birds or rushing water? Okay, yes. It makes you feel important, absolutely. Very good. Any other emotions or any other ways that we feel when we hear these sounds? Okay, important. Great. Thank you very much. That was a great job. Okay, so let's take a look at this list. Sounds we like are music, parents' voices, sounds of cars, birds, rushing water. And these sounds are fun to hear. They're joyful. They make us feel excited, relaxed. All these things are important to us in our daily lives, and they're important because they connect us to our emotions. They make us feel relaxed. They make us feel important. Sounds of cars, that can connect us to our community, and it connects us to everybody. So our hearing is a very important sense to us. And if we want to continue to keep on hearing all these wonderful sounds that make us feel good and connect us to our community and our environment, we need to save our hearing. So we're going to take a short look at a DVD called SoundSense, where it's going to explain to us exactly how our hearing works. And it has two fabulous characters in there. They're really quite comical. They're called Spike and Mike, and they're going to show us how our hearing works. Okay, so we'll take a look at that. Spike and Mike.
Hi, I'm Spike, and I'd like to talk to you about hearing, how it works, and what it would be like if it didn't. If you couldn't hear music, or what people were saying. Sorry to turn off all your sound like that, guys.
Spike, that was really strange. I never actually imagined how weird it is to not be able to hear anything.
I didn't mean to scare you, but let me ask you, what does hearing mean to you?
For me, hearing is what keeps me connected with the rest of the world. I mean, if I close my eyes, I could still hear everybody, I still feel close, but if you take away my hearing, I just feel like I'm distant from everyone.
It would suck if I lost my hearing. It'd probably be the last thing I want to happen.
Yeah, it would be a loss of a big part of my life.
If I lost my hearing, I think I would miss music the most.
That all makes sound sense. That's why we're here today, to help you save your hearing for the music. Have you ever wondered how you hear music? How your hearing actually works? Well, with a little help from my friends here, I'll show you. Hit me with a tasty groove! Music, like any sound, is a physical thing. A sound source, like a drum, or the speaker of an amplifier, creates vibrations that move the air in waves of sound. The sound waves ripple out from the source. The closer to it you are, the louder it is. All right, surf's up. Hi, coming through. To be heard at all, these sounds need a working ear. Your ears are fantastic.
Thanks, buddy.
I meant ears in general, not just yours. Ears are more sensitive than any microphone. And if you treat them right, you'll enjoy music for the rest of your life. This funny flap is called the pinna. The two pinnas work together to help your brain determine where sounds are coming from. But this outer ear is just the entry point into your hearing system.
Yow! Do not attempt. Never put anything in ears. Professional shrinking cartoon character on a closed course.
Down here at the end of the ear canal, we get to the middle ear, on the other side of this eardrum. When the wave hits the eardrum, it vibrates. Just like when you hit a real drum.
Yow! Hey, watch it, Spike!
Do not attempt. Never poke your eardrum or anyone else's, and never, ever shrink down and go into a middle ear.
In the middle ear, the sound vibrations set in motion the three tiniest bones in the human body. The ossicles, also known as the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. Their job is to pass along mechanical vibrations to the inner ear. The inner ear is full of fluid and shaped like a snail's shell. It's called the cochlea. All these teeny tiny hair cells are set in motion by the vibrations from the middle ear bones. They are so small that you would need a microscope to see them without the magic of television. And there are 15,000 of them in each ear. They may be small, but they're awfully important. These hair cells move depending on